We just saw The Last Witch Hunter, and on this show I take my friends, we go see a movie, we review it in the car, and then we have a discussion. The review part is spoiler-free, so if you're on the fence or looking for a recommendation, you can watch this video without being spoiled to find out what we thought. And if you do want to see the spoiler version, check out our other video for this movie. It would be called The Last Witch Hunter Movie Discussion with Spoilers. This is a action fantasy movie starring Vin Diesel. He hunts witches. It's pretty good. The special effects are really well done. The story is not the absolute worst. I didn't feel insulted by it, but I do think that the very beginning and the very end are really disappointing. I really had trouble with the first scene. It kind of redeemed itself. Like, there were some real big logic holes in the way it started that they eventually addressed, and then the way that it ended is just really obnoxious. So, if you're a Vin Diesel fan, if you like fantasy movies in general, there's lots of cool eye candy and stuff in it as far as that goes. It doesn't have a really deep, lore type of thing. It doesn't feel very, very deep as far as that side of things goes, as far as the world creation of it is. But even so, I think some of the characters are well done. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just a really stupid movie. But it seems to have seems to be somewhat aware of itself. So, for what that's worth, I would say, the less your expectations are, the lower the expectations are to see it, I think the more you'll enjoy it. It's not going to set your world on fire. That's what I thought. What do you guys think?
I went into it with bottom of the barrel expectations, and I walked away not thoroughly disappointed. The story was horrible. Everything was telegraphed, you could see it coming a mile away. But I did like the two main characters, and they were fun enough that I would probably see them again. But overall, the movie was just kind of boring. It was like they were setting up for a franchise. But
yeah, what do you think?
I thought it was okay. It was watchable. If it was on TV and I just turned the channel over, I'd probably keep watching it. I did find the story got kind of silly towards the end, just a lot of head-scratching why kind of stuff. But watchable nonetheless. Vin Diesel, with his limited facial expressions and monotone voice, definitely kind of stick out, but it kind of works for the character he's playing.
Yeah.
So I can't really complain there because that's just part of the deal.
They build the movie around him pretty well, too. Play to his strengths and his humor and that kind of stuff.
And physically, he does have kind of that kind of screen presence kind of thing going on. So, not for me, not terrible, but not great, definitely, but just watchable.
Okay.
This was definitely the type of movie that me and my college friends would have watched while drinking heavily. It's incredibly predictable. It's Vin Diesel as Vin Dieselists. I don't care for the camera work in this movie. Anytime they wanted to shoot action, they got up in there and kind of made it nonsensical.
Yeah.
And anytime they did dialogue about explaining any of the plot, they made it kind of up in there and nonsensical. Overall, yeah, it's nothing. It's not good. But at the same time, you can enjoy it in the campy aspect, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's not... It has a camp factor to it, and it's not like a so bad it's good type of thing. It's more of it's mediocre, but there's some really funny things that happen in it, where it's just sort of... there's some things that are intentionally funny, and then there's things that are ineptitude that is really funny.
It reminded me of the sequels of a lot of Vin Diesel movies or what am I thinking? Underworld.
Underworld. Yeah, I got that vibe too.
So it's not like the breakout hits of those series, though. I mean,
I think it's way better than like the sequels of Underworld.
oh, the sequels to Underworld, yeah, those were awful, but
Or
the
like,
original awful Underworld was pretty okay.
or like I Frankenstein or something like that. Like I think the effects were solid enough that it wasn't just completely insulting to watch. Completely Asylum style movie making.
Asylum movies are
Yeah.
amazing.
So
I had a moment there where I audibly come on, shit. A moment where it was like right there that I. Sorry, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. When I had the prediction of what was going to happen, I knew it was going to happen from there on out. I just kind of rolled my eyes really, really hard at it. So I kind of like it did kind of insult me right there, but I won't go into the spoiler of it.
yeah. Well, and I mean the movie assumes that you're gonna want to watch more of it before it's even over, which I think is insulting and kind of presumptuous because
Yes.
it's probably not the case. But then again, I mean, this might be a big hit.
See, that's how I felt. It felt like this was issue 1 of a comic.
Well, and that's how they make movies now. Like
Episodic.
they weren't gonna put the money that they put into this. I mean, this was a big investment of a movie. They're not going to do that unless they can make a franchise out of it. And Vin Diesel's a franchise guy, so yeah.
Well, and one last thing, even though it might not be amazing, at least it's something new. I mean, there's so many sequels this year.
That's true.
Yeah, it's new and it's like I said, like it's not going to set your world on fire, but it's also not I Frankenstein. It's not one of the one of those Underworld sequel type movies or that kind of fantasy nonsense or Dracula Untold or something like that. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews at dalemaxfield.com, and thanks for watching.